Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I just want to come on here. I know I haven't posted in a couple days. I have some changes that I have done. I'll do some update videos of some of my fish in their tanks. First, I want to start off with something that I've been battling with the past couple days. I have a group of 6 forktail rainbow fish in my main 55-gallon planted tank. I noticed that 2 of them the other day had kind of this like white fuzzy fungus looking stuff going on their heads and like around their eyes and stuff. So I stuck them over here in the 10-gallon that I originally had the Celestial Pearl Danios breeding in. I'll get to that shortly. And I'm using it kind of as like a hospital tank right now. I did lose one of the rainbows already. He was the one that was a little bit more infected than the other one. I'm thinking it's some kind of like fungal disease, just because of the way it looks. But I did get some Seachem Paragard today that I threw in this tank. It's just 1 capful per 10 gallons. I did a little less than capful since this tank isn't filled up all the way. Before I put them in this hospital tank, I did do a 5-second dip in methylene blue, just because it is for like fungus, and I don't really think it did much. Because these guys are a newer species to me, I'm still learning about all of the diseases and stuff that they can get and how to treat them. I've posted in a couple Facebook groups to kind of get some help. I haven't got much response to that yet, so maybe someone here can help me. But I'll show you kind of how the one forktail that I have left that was infected, I'll show you kind of how he's acting. He acts a little bit neurologic. They've definitely lost some weight. They kind of just float around in the tank per se, not really swimming very much. I tried to feed some grindle worms. They didn't really want to eat. They're not really eating. Every now and then they just kind of like hit the surface of the water and just kind of, I don't know, just kind of go out of it for a second or two. So I'll kind of show you that right now. You can't even see it very well, and this one had the least amount of the fungus as the other one did. But you can see that they're definitely not acting right. These guys are usually swimming all over the place and like really active. They lost a lot of weight. I don't know why I keep saying they, because I only have 1 left. Really sad. I love these guys. I do have a video, kind of like a close-up. I really wish it would pick it up, but it's just so fine. And it just is hard to pick up. But I have a video, like an up-close picture and a video that I took of the other one when I first noticed it, that I'm going to throw in here right now. So hopefully with those videos and that picture, you can see the fungus. I'm presuming it is, because that's just what fungus usually looks like. And maybe one of y'all have had this experience, maybe not with a forktail, but with another species, and have cured it and saved them, and can share me your tips. I want to revisit the whole conversation of me saying that I moved my CPDs from that tank. I wasn't getting much breeding activity as I hoped I would. I know it was like a newer tank for them, but I think that it was a little too boring for them per se. I don't think that they felt very comfortable. So I stuck them back in my main tank, which is the 55-gallon planted tank, and I stuck that whole breeder box egg catcher contraption in there, and within a couple minutes they were checking it out. So I'm gonna see how they do in the main tank. In the meantime, sorry, my cat, you know, is just photobombing in the back. But I am gonna try my hand at, once I'm done using this tank as like a hospital tank, I'm gonna try my hand at making like a species only, like a Celestial Pearl Danio tank, and do like a planted tank per se. That way they feel more at home. The person that I got these Celestial Pearl Danios from, like the main group of 6 that I started with, that's what he does. That's how he does it, is he just throws a group of male and females in the tank for a couple days, and then he takes them out, and then after a week or so he's got a bunch of fry in there that are just swimming around. So I think I might try that approach and just give them breaks in the main tank every now and then see how that goes. It's still all new to me, so I am trying different methods. Whatever method works. I'm not looking to produce high quantity at this time. I just want to produce some just to get me started. But in the goal, yes, the end goal is to produce a lot to be able to supply my local fish stores and, you know, sell and trade between the community that I have. And then I want to talk about this next tank here beside me. This has just been empty. It's just been cycling. I started the same day as I started this one 10-gallon. It's another 10-gallon. I threw some black sand in there. It's got a sponge filter on it. I temporarily have a hang on the back filter on it just to help clear up all the debris that was in the sand and just the murkiness. This I'm going to turn into my Episto breeding tank. I have a male and female pair of Epistos. They're orange flash Epistos, and I think they're still a little too young right now, so I'm letting them get all beefed up and grow out some before I stick them in here. So I wanted to go ahead and start this project, but I do want to create like a planted tank for them and have like their little cave and plants in there and some driftwood and stuff just to make it feel more at home. And then I'm just going to only have the Epistos in there. I may throw in like a Pleco just to help keep stuff clean, but that's what I'm going to try to do. I've never bred the Epistos either, but I'm really excited because they're really beautiful fish and they're so peaceful. I know some people would be like, oh my gosh, you have females in a tank, but right now I have the triple red male, the orange flash male, and the orange flash female in my 55. I mean, yes, there's times that they come across each other and they chase each other, but I've never ever seen anything like mega aggressive, so I'm not saying that you should do it per se, but I am doing it, and they've been in the same tank together for like 3 weeks now, so I haven't had any like big battles, and none of them have like chipped fins. Ignore my cat in the background, he's a nutso. But I'll show you this tank real quick and then we'll skip to something different. Like I said, just a 10-gallon with some black sand, a sponge filter, and a hang on the back that's temporary. I really am excited for breeding these Epistos just because they're so beautiful, and I've never been really like a cichlid person. I mean, I've had like angels, but you know, those are like a different type of cichlid per se. But I've never been really like a cichlid person, so getting into the Epistos is kind of cool because it's like the one cichlids that I actually like, and there's so many different types. So this is going to be cool. I'll definitely keep you guys updated on that. So here's a cool little video of a female Celestial Pearl Danio. She's checking out this breeder box. You know, she's swimming all in the subwasser tang. In the next couple clips, I'll show you a male checking it out and going down in there. I really love watching these guys. They have so much personality and they're just so cute. I know some people are like, fish can't be cute, but they are cute. Like, they're just so personal, and I love the way they swim around. I'll show you the emerald rasboras. They come over here and check it out, and they're really cool. Their little fins just move a mile a minute if you watch them. They just flutter around. So enjoy these little clips that I caught of these guys checking this out, because they're not very often do you get to catch these guys swimming around in these subwasser tang clumps and showing a little bit of breeding interest. I was even honestly surprised that the emerald rise borers were even up close to me, like at the front of the tank with me sitting there with my phone so close. Like I said, these guys are really skittish. If I come to the front of the tank, they usually hang out in the back and don't want me to even see them for the most part. So I thought it was pretty interesting that these guys were right up here in front of me and displaying this little bit of behavior. But they're really cool. I mean, they act similar to the CPDs, but different at the same time. And then I caught this cool little video of them flirting with the breeding mop that I have hanging in my tank. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope some of you guys enjoyed the little videos of the CPDs and the emerald rise borers flirting. I know I really enjoyed sitting there and watching them for probably like 30 minutes doing that. I'm hoping that they do breed for me in the main tank. Whether or not I can get them to is another story. But I just wanted to come in here, give you guys a little bit of update of what's going on, letting you know what I am doing for the near future. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. I haven't had a lot of views yet. I'm basically just making these videos for myself at this point. I know I'm not very good at making these videos. I do say the word a lot, but I'm trying. You know, I'm very passionate about the fish keeping hobby. I've done it for, God, probably like 15 years. I'm 23 and it's just, I grew up keeping fish. My dad really got me into keeping fish. He used to breed angelfish way back when, and I always had a fish tank in the house with my dad growing up, so I grew to love the hobby because of him, and he always had very natural tanks with plants and breeding pairs of fish, and it just really grew on me. So I started off obviously with some live bears like guppies and mollies and stuff like that, and then it just kind of grew. I've had a little bit of everything: shrimp, angelfish. My husband had cichlids at one point, which I helped care for. I've had gobies, I've had Oscars, I've had betas. I've had a little bit of everything. So I'm just here to share my experience with what I do have right now, and of course stuff that I will be getting in the future. I really want to try to make this channel something that people can come to for information. I have never really tried anything like this, but I figured it's worth a shot. I mean, what could go wrong? Woo, nobody watches my video. But at least I kind of have like a little bit of like a document of what I have been doing and the process that I did for some things, and maybe somewhere out there someone will find this or these videos informative, and it can help them be successful in keeping fish too. So I really appreciate anybody that does watch these videos and makes it all the way to the end, because I know I'm kind of boring, but I'm trying to be better. I want to create better content, but I'm just working with what I have at this point. So make sure you like and subscribe, keep up with my videos, and we'll see you later. Thank you.